Hi everyone, I'm Josh Woznica. This is my Ieor 190G blog. This is for my post 3 about the top 10 inventions that have changed the world, and this is the sort of revised version after going to class and discussing it with Professor Lavian and sort of hearing the input of others in the class. The first invention that has changed the world is the written language. This is one that's very easy to skip over, but it sort of made it much more easy for us to communicate with one another, sort of really fundamentally advance the human condition vis-a-vis communication. Second is sewage systems. This is not one that I'd ever thought of before the class. If you sort of ask yourself what happened before sewer systems were invented, people were killed. People would die due to diseases, due to standing water and all sorts of stuff. So this really changed the health of society. The third one is vaccination. In my previous post, I sort of talked about this as certain medical drugs or types of things like that, not just penicillin. But if you think about the statistic that, back 100 years ago, 50% of kids didn't make it till age 12, you realize how important vaccinations were. Really something that we would die without them. The wheel, this was also on my initial list. But I'm going to think of the wheel now in sort of more of a paradigm changer. It's really brought upon a technological revolution. Has had a lot of socioeconomic effect, and it really changed the way people and goods are transported across the world. The fifth one is the internet. This is also a big paradigm shifter. It was also on my previous list. And it's sort of changed the way we communicate, the way we learn, the way we develop communities, the way we find support in our lives, amongst many other things. Number 6 is the democracy. This too was on my previous list. And this is sort of maybe a combination of a invention that is making our lives easier and that actually saves our lives. And the argument for the saves our lives part is look at what's happening in some places in the world where there aren't democracies. People are being killed for their beliefs, for their religion, etc. But the democracy has given people a place to have a vote, have a say. Number 7 is the light bulb. This is, extremely important. It's given this sort of precedence for the creation of power. And when you think about the light bulb and the way it's sort of changed our society, think about the fact that we wouldn't be able to have this class or make these blogs without the light bulb. Number 8 is the telephone, and specifically the mobile phone. This has changed our lives in many ways, the way we get help, the way we communicate, etc. And just think about how much the iPhone has progressed since it's been invented in 2007. Number 9 is the printing press. This invention was crucial for the spread of knowledge and information in society. If you think about the fact that before the printing press was invented, the only way to get knowledge from someone was you would have to sit down with them. You would go to a teacher, hear from your priest, your rabbi, your professor. You had to be co-located for learning. But today, people can learn whatever they want. The learning is in the domain of the learner. And the final one is the computer, also a major paradigm shifter, made our lives significantly easier. Humans don't have to do remedial tasks like they often did before. I hope you enjoyed my post.